So we have to find the domain. So for finding the domain, we know this function fx is valid only when 9 minus x square, this is greater than equals to 0, because it is the real function. So for real function, here if the sign under the root is negative, then we know it is going to the complex plane. So here for taking it real, we have to must take it as it should be greater than equals to 0. So when 9 minus x square is greater equals to 0, we can say x square minus 9 is less equals to 0. It will be opposite, you know how it is coming. I am not finding this one. So that means x plus 3 into x minus 3, that is less equals to 0. So x plus 3 into x minus 3 less equals to 0. From here we can conclude x belongs to the closed interval minus 3 to 3. So this is the domain. So domain of fx equals to minus 3 to 3. We have got the domain. That means from here the inputs are coming. Now we have to find the range. Range means the set of the outputs. Where is the output now? For finding range, let y equals to root over 9 minus x square. That means y square equals to 9 minus x square, and that means x square equals to 9 minus y square, and so x equals to plus minus root over 9 minus y square. Up to this it is okay. Now here we are finding the range. So x equals to plus minus root over 9 minus y square. We have to make this 9 minus y square always greater equals to 0. So for making 9 minus y square greater equals to 0, we have to take y from here. Minus 3 less equals to y less equals to 3. From here we have to take y. Now x is coming from minus 3 to 3. We are also taking y as it is in the interval minus 3 to 3. So that's why we can say, I am writing here, range of fx must be within this interval. Why? Because here just see, when we are taking x equals to minus 3, x equals to minus 3 here, yes, then 9 minus 3 whole square, that means 9 minus 9, it is coming 0. Okay, then after minus 3 we are taking minus 2. Actually we are doing the trial and error method, mind it. So minus 2, so minus 2 square, that means 9 minus 4, it is coming 5, so root 5 it is coming. Okay, now if we take minus 1, so here also it will be positive. If we take 0, then root 3 will come, the maximum value we have got here 3. Now again 1, if we take 1, 9 minus 1, so root 8 it will come. If we take x equals to 2, then 2 square, that means 4, so 9 minus 4 it is coming 5, so root 5 again it is coming. And at last if we take 3, because the bound we have given here, the boundary, that is minus 3 to 3. So the maximum value x can take, it is 3 only. So 3 square, 9 minus 3 square, that is 9 minus 9, it is again coming 0. So what we have got? We have got all the values in between the 0 and 3, and also that is taking the values of 0 and 3. So this is the range of the function. If you have not understood, pause the video and also rewind the video. Then see again. Students, our next example is, and also today's last example, because the video is getting long. So some of the examples I will give you as the homework. If you have any problem, then you will ask me. So the example is now find the domain and range. I am writing domain and range where fx equals to 3 by 2 minus x square, where x is the real number set. Not x is the real number set, actually x is coming from the real numbers. Now, okay, domain and range of fx equals to 3 by 2 minus x square. Mind it, we are talking about the real functions. So here, first of all, domain. Domain means we have to take the inputs, but one condition is there. We have to take the inputs in such a way that is this will not come the not be invalid. This should be valid. So for the validity of fx, I can write like that. To make fx valid always, 2 minus x square will be not equals to 0. Then what it is coming? That means x will not be equals to plus minus root 2. If you solve this one, it will come. That is, x is not equals to plus minus root 2. Then the domain of fx, we are getting the whole real number set, but minus root 2 and minus root 2, because only at those 2 points, root 2 and minus root 2, this is coming 0. Otherwise, whenever it is not equals to 0, the denominator is not equals to 0, that means it will be undefined. So whenever it is not equals to 0, at each and every point the function is defined. So where it is not defined, we have found that one, that is x is not equals to plus minus root 2. Only those 2 points, plus root 2 and minus root 2. So if we just subtract that 2 points only from the whole real number set, then we will get the valid portion of the inputs. So that is the domain only. So domain of fx is this one. Now the range. For range, let y equals to 3 by 2 minus x square. So that means 2 minus x square equals to 3 by y. So that means x square equals to 2 minus 3 by y. So that means x equals to plus minus root over 2y minus 3 by y. We have got x equals to plus minus 2y minus 3 by y. Actually, what we are getting now? We are taking the x's from this part, that is the input. We are taking the output as y, and then we are just taking the back calculation, that is from where it is coming. If this is the machine concept, you know the machine. Here it is written 3 by 2 minus x square. So here we are getting some y. Now we have to reach here where it is. So that means we have to reverse the process, that is the back calculation, and from where it is coming we can see from here. Now plus minus 2y minus 3 by y. This is valid, x is valid when 2 conditions will be there. One is y will must be not equals to 0. If it will be equals to 0, then it will be undefined. So y is not equals to 0. And another condition, the same thing, that is we cannot take this total part as the negative, because we are talking about the real functions. So here, and 2y minus 3 by y is always greater than 0. Okay. So from here, if we calculate greater than equals to 0. From here, 2y minus 3 is greater equals to 0 implies that y is always greater equals to 3 by 2. So finally what we are getting here, just see, y is not equals to 0. Y is not equals to 0, that means, that is, we can take, if we draw the number line here, y is not equals to 0, that means if here the 0 point is here, then at this point one discontinuity is there. You don't know about the continuity, I will say you later. Just think about a hole here. This is the total continuous line. Here no any breaks are there. Suddenly at the 0 point, only that point, one break or one hole is there. At that point this is not valid. Okay. So that means this is minus infinity, this is plus infinity. So minus infinity to 0 we are getting. So where y is valid? First of all we have got y belongs to minus infinity to 0 at this total range, but it will not take the value of 0. Just very near to 0. Actually this is the concept of limit. When we will do the, just after this chapter we will do the limits. So it will not take the value of 0 but very near to 0 and all the negative values. Now the positive values it is taking. What are the positive values it is taking? Here again see, for positivity y is greater equals to 3 by 2. 3 by 2 means 1 whole 1 by 2. So y is not taking, if it is 1, if it is 3 by 2, sorry, okay, if it is 3 by 2, so 1 is not taking those values. Y is not taking those values because y is always greater equals to 3 by 2. So y will take the value of 3 by 2 and also the greater values, but not in this interval. Y is not valid. Y doesn't belongs to in this interval. I think you have got it. If you have any doubts, any kind of doubts, then you can ask me. So y is not valid in this portion. That means y is taking all the values from 3 by 2 to infinity. So again we are getting y belongs to, here the left closed will be there, 3 by 2 to infinity. Here it is open. So that means the total range, I am writing here, the total range so the range of fx, it is minus infinity to 0 union 3 by 2 to infinity. This is the range of fx. Those are some conceptual problems and also quite hard problems. If you have not understood, again pause the video and go through again. Then you can understand, because I have told each and every steps in details. Okay. So those are some examples, 5 examples we have done, and now I am giving you some homework. You will do those homeworks, and if you have any problems, then you can ask me anytime at my personal WhatsApp group. I have listed your homework. You will do those properly, and if you have any kind of doubts, then you will ask me at my personal WhatsApp group or also at the comment box. So I think it is quite helpful to you, because I have seen many of the students face problems to do those kind of sums. So I think I have given you the clear concept about this. So please subscribe my channel, and if this video is quite informative to you, so please give a like. Thank you, students.